Yes, sir.
There not be no soft shit, man.
There's only one soft shit around here.
The you soft mohon ass.
F, hit me.
Okay.
Thoughts and prayers. With the legendary Queens MC Royal Flush.
That's right. Mr. Iced Out Medallions.
Prayers up to the family.
What happened?
Woo!
My shit right there.
You don't know about that.
What you talking about, fam?
Big up to Queens.
I remember buying this single, fam, with the instrumental and all that.
Big up to Flushing.
Yes,
We got Reno RX in the building today. New crack era.
Flushing
Front row regale.
Mm-hmm.
I like new crack era better. Shout out to homie Jay Rios. Ito, what's good?
R.I.P. Prodigy.
R.I.P. P.
Queens over everything and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is my shit, yo.
Shout out to Nori. Shout out to Havoc.
Shout out to Large P.
Oh, Prince.
Molly Mall.
Nas the legend. Fade me out, brother F.
Munch.
Welcome world, episode 169 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. I am the brother Burns. To the left of me, I got the brother VS.
VS to the OP. You know what it be, man. We out here rocking that MDMA, repping that LB all day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the brother F, Straight Fuego Studios. As always, if you need somewhere to record some Fuego tracks, band practice, dance practice, record a podcast, record a video, holla at the brother F at Ethan R711 on the gram. Also, make sure you're following at GAHHD_podcast, at the real _VSOP on Twitter, at money_Burns, and at Reno_RX. Right, Reno, that's it?
Underscore
Yeah.
RX,
RX, right? All right, sir. Mr. Reno RX in the building, straight out of Flushing, Queens. He's got a new project out right now. It's called The Living God. He's also got an album out called Phreebase Pharaoh. He's got a new project coming out. He's working on a group project. He's connected to some legends. He's got a single out featuring the brother Ito. And we're going to get into all that good stuff. But let's get into this latest project, The Living God. First of all, pardon me. Welcome, Reno.
Word.
Oh, man. Peace, fellas. Yo, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for being here today. I know it's hard to commit to an interview and actually show up when it's 80 damn degrees in October.
Facts.
And it's Halloween weekend.
Oh, shit. All the freaks is out to
The
this weekend.
Thotties is out. I already seen some costumes on my way over here. So
Get the
shout
fuck
out to
outta
that.
here.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, my God.
So shout out to that. Thank you, brother, for being committed. Thank you for pulling up.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into the project. The Living God. This dropped
2023.
yeah, like maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, if I'm not mistaken.
It dropped a little over a month ago, yeah.
About a month ago. Produced entirely by Digga the Digger, straight out of Paris. Shout out to him. Brother Reno, I gotta ask, how did you connect with Digga to create this project?
Yeah, first of all, peace to Digger. That's my brother. The way I hooked up with Digger was through my other brother, Bayer, from Delaware. He's an amazing MC. He's the best MC out of Delaware. We did some work together, and he told Digger about me, and we linked up. And, you know, the rest is history, as they say.
Now, with Digga being in Paris, did you guys ever physically actually link up, or was it like a email or stems type of process?
Oh, nah, it's all over the computer, man. Yeah, like, I haven't met Bayer either, man. You know, computer age. You can do it from afar.
That's amazing, right? How that works out. Creating with people on another continent and never actually meeting. Like that would have seemed impossible like 20 years ago, right? Like pre-internet, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you would have told somebody, "Yo, I'm gonna record an album with this producer, but he's in Paris."
Yeah, no.
But I'm never gonna meet him.
Yeah.
You'd be like, how the fuck are you gonna do that? But shout out to that, man. How was it working on that project? Did he just send you 30 beats and you picked your best, or was it like collaborative, interactive?
Oh man, so at first he sent me some beats, man. I'm gonna tell you, man, for real, I was a pain in his ass, man. I kept telling him to send more beats, send different beats. This ain't the vibe, and you know, God bless him, man. He was patient with me, man. You know, he put up with my shit, man. I told him, I said, don't worry about it, man. We'll do interviews, and I'll tell him how much of an asshole I was during the process. You know what I'm saying? But he stuck with me. And, I mean, I think we went back and forth for 7 months, man.
Wow. Oh, wow. I was going to ask about how long did the entire process take? So 7 months. Were there songs left over that didn't make the project?
Oh, yeah. The songs that didn't make the project, there's original versions of songs that were on the project. Like, I put dude through the ringer, man. I'm not going to lie to you.
Damn, that's good, though. That's the mark of a true producer, though. I mean, the guy that can steadily keep up with your output.
Oh, yeah, man. At one point, he hated me, but we all good now.
I feel like a good producer-rapper combo, at one point, one of them got to hate the other one.
That happens with
like, you know, for it to work, and then you come back, and it'd be better and shit.
But
Absolutely.
Look, I mean, it's probably happened to the best of them. Gangstar, Mobb Deep, you know what I'm saying? EPMD, facts, you know. So, yeah. I'm sure.
Speaking of Mobb, shout out to Havoc. I think I mentioned this on the show before, but I believe he's dropping a new album with Method Man.
He is, yeah. I did read about that.
Shout out to that. Yeah. Shout out to Method Man as well. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, for sure.
With the Living God, how much input did Digga, pardon me, have as far as like the songs, the lyrics? Did you ever record a song and he come back like, all right, that was cool, but the second verse, maybe we got to tighten it up a little?
Nah, that never happened once. You know, he came with a whole vision, you know, and we went from there, you know, as far as the beats and the sound he wanted to craft, because, you know, they're kind of where he's at as far as hip-hop goes, like, they're still in, like, some 90s shit, you know what I'm saying, which is my shit, so it worked out perfect. But he had a vision, and then, you know, my vision met with it, class collided, and then turned into the Living God. So it was a lot of give and take.
Shout out to that. Everybody make sure you're following at Reno_RX and also follow at Digga the Digger, DIGGATHEDIGGER, producer straight out of Paris. Who came up with the title of the project?
So I guess to say we both did because, you know, my first project was Phreebase Pharaoh, and Digga was, you know, he liked that theme, so he was like, yo, let's keep it rolling. And he had a skit on there. I think it's the opening skit where dude says the Living God, and I was like, yo, that's it right there.
Yeah.
It's always dope when
so, you know, it kind of came together.
Yeah, it's always dope when like it just comes naturally like that out of nowhere. You don't have to like come up with 20 names and let's pick the best one. Yeah.
It just basically showed itself.
Right. Everything was real organic with me and Digga. That's why the process took as long as it did. Because normally, you know, I do an album about a month or so, but, you know, that's when I'm doing the beats, and I don't really got to consult with nobody or share ideas.
Right.
But with me and him, we took our time and got it right.
I got a question. What made you want to basically outsource your beats? Because you do a lot of your own production. What made you want to just, you know, give that responsibility to somebody else?
So, like, I live in Vermont right now. You know, I've been out here for about 10 years, and it's very isolated, especially if you're black in Vermont. Shit is weird, you know. And with that, I always worry about just being on my own shit too hard, you know what I'm saying? Because when you don't got nobody to check you and a bunch of people to give you their opinions, you know, I mean, like, your inner circle, because, you know, everybody got an opinion, but there's, you know, everybody got a counsel. Sometimes I feel my ideas run unchecked. It can get a little wild because, you know, I'm kind of fucking retarded like that. So it was refreshing to have somebody else come in with their point of view, and I welcome that. You know, like I still do. I work with Edo. I work with Seth Silencer. I got some work coming with Wavy the God. You know, like I welcome those refreshing outside points of views.
Dope.
So 2-part question. What the hell made you end up in Vermont? And do you do all your work online, or do you travel back and forth sometimes?
So I'm in Vermont because well, I'm in Vermont. I'm gonna leave that at that.
Fair enough.
I
fair
came
enough.
down here about 10 years ago.
Got it.
Real quick, where's Vermont
Up
on
north,
on the map?
further
it's
all the
going
way
to
up
Canada,
north.
right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
by Maine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right before Maine.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
6 hours from the city, from New York.
6, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Oof.
yeah, by car. But I'm sorry. Yeah, so I do all my work online right now, mainly because I'm on house arrest, so I really don't have a choice in the matter.
Okay.
But that also is what motivated me, because without getting into detail, I'm facing a little legal dilemma, and I was like, well, I got to get busy. I got to do what I got to do, and everything you seen me do was from the house. Every album, I record myself. Any move I made, any interview. So I say that to say, all you niggas running around out there, soon I'm gonna be back on these streets, and we're really gonna turn it up.
That's what's up. And also to all you lazy fuckers out there, the brother Reno's getting his shaking from Vermont.
Facts.
With just, with the internet and social
Facts.
media, connecting with producers out of Paris, connecting with the brother Ito and them, and putting projects out, putting videos out. Like, there's really no excuse. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you for not even keeping active, for actually turning the activity
Staying
up.
active.
And getting it real shaken in 2023. To go back to a question my co-host asked with the rapper producer and giving up, allowing Digga to produce the whole project. Did that allow you to open up as an MC, because you didn't have as much pressure, right? And you didn't have as much work as far as having to produce the beats and produce the songs. Now you could just focus on rapping and lyrics.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, man, that is my ultimate goal too, to be able to just focus on the lyrics, because I produce, but I'm not really into it like that. I just did it out of necessity, because it's sometimes it's rough haggling with other people, and of course money becomes a factor too, which is cool. Everybody needs to get paid for their art, but I'm not a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? And I'm producing. I'm putting out so much work. It would be impossible for me to pay for all that production.
Right.
So it was really, necessity.
Right. And were you self-taught with the production?
No. I learned from a great DJ named Fred Ones, who runs Gorilla Grooves Radio out of the Bronx. That's really one of my mentors. I learned from another dude called James Data out in Queens. He's from Flushing also. I picked up little bits here and there. Also, it's my whole upbringing. Like, I've been in rooms where I've seen Large Professor getting busy on the SP1200. Have freestyle sessions in the crib with Flush or whoever, So it was everywhere, man. I had to be a part of it.
Would you say Queens, the hip hop community, is like really close knit? Or maybe was it when you were coming up, and now it's these young kids don't fucking like nobody. But it seems like during that time that you just described, like everybody in Queens that was doing something was kind of connected.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know really. I know, like, the names I just mentioned, like, we damn near live on top of one another. Like I was apartment 4F, Royal Flush was 3F, Mike Geronimo was 2 buildings down, Large Professor was 3 buildings over. Like, niggas had no choice but to run into each other. As far as a close-knit community, I'd say For the more famous niggas, definitely. But for niggas that's on my level, like it's cutthroat, it's blood sport out there. So yeah, close. You know, like combat. Yeah, close.
Now you mentioned living in the same building as the homie Royal Flush.
Right.
Do y'all have a good relationship?
Yeah, well, see, Flush was always a little older than me. He's a great guy, great dude, you know what I'm saying? I was more so closer to his younger brother, but you know, them niggas is like, they brothers, they best friends. So, plus, the Gavantes family, that's Flush family, like, this is a big-ass family in New York, dog. Like, there's a million of these niggas running around out there. And, yeah, so, my block where I'm from, we call it Wastelands. It's really cold and street out in Flushing. It's a cluster of buildings that's so close, like, you know, everybody knew everybody. Everybody was in each other's business.
Yeah.
That's dope, though. Like, I miss that communal element of growing up, right? Like,
yeah, because you couldn't talk to everybody like now on the internet.
Well, that was the thing. Back then, you had to know everybody because there was no internet. So it's like you had to know, oh, these homies be over here, these brothers be over here, whatever. You know, like it was more personal.
Yeah, absolutely.
As opposed to now. But,
you know something, too? Also in my building was a producer named Shy Skills. He did the whole Onyx album, Back the Fuck Up. He produced the whole first album. He was incredibly talented. Rest in peace to him. You know, so it was that type of shit. And, you know, these niggas brought more niggas around. You know, it was nothing to see Q-Tip up the block going to the deli or Busta Rhymes swing through. OC was on the block all the time. Slick Rick. Like, it was crazy.
Did that motivate you?
Absolutely. Matter of fact, so when I was 16, I caught my first deal with Steve Azar, whose brother was Herbie Lovebug.
Yeah, legendary producer.
Play, all of them. Yeah, so like I felt like a fucking weirdo, you know, finding a connect outside of the block because there was so much talent right around me.
Right.
But you know, Queens, man.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to go outside the circle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody in the circle, you love them and you fuck with them and they're doing their thing, but, you know, sometimes you don't want to bother them and get them off track, so you go find your own shit.
Plus, too much of the same shit. You need variety. And
it's always dope to come back with something that, you know, like...
that nobody heard or nobody has. Yeah.
So shout out to the Living God. 100%. Everybody make sure y'all go download that. Reno, you said something a little earlier that I really liked. You said your mentor. Do you have more than one mentor?
Absolutely. Shit, if we want to be honest, man, you know, back to the whole the village concept, you know, the community, like I learned something from everybody, watching everybody, like I said, Lush, my brother Jam, you know, Paulie, Large Professor, Mike. Like, I learned something watching all these guys. Like, they're filming videos right outside my terrace. But out of all that, I'd say Fred Ones was the most influential because he's an amazing talent, one of the most humble brothers on the planet. And he took the time, you know, like, even when I was doing other things, he was like, no, you need to come to the studio. You know, you need to, even if I wasn't laying something down, he was like, come absorb the atmosphere, be around it. And he had a steady flow of legends through his studio. And he still does on the Gorilla Grooves. You know, I met so many people through there. He's an amazing guy, taught me a lot.
That's what's up. I ask because I try to stress the importance of finding a mentor early and allowing them to help guide you on the right path. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, of course, you got to find the right person, you know, someone that cares enough about you and your well-being to guide you properly. But I think once you do, you form kind of just a lifelong bond with that person. And even when you're just fucked up in the game, like, you know, they'll always hit you with some advice. And I got a mentor, right? That anytime I'm undecided about something, I'll hit him. And he always tells me the same shit. You know the answer. You just hitting me for like reassurance.
Right.
But you already know the answer. You know your decision already.
Right.
And I'll be like, you motherfucker, you fucking right, bro. Yeah. I do. And then I'll tell him, and he'll be like, yeah, that's make the move. Yeah. So shout out to that, man. Shout out to you for saying that. And shout out to him for, you know, helping and just teaching and guiding and mentoring. Like, that's such a beautiful thing that I think the new generation, they fucking just ignore it, bro. Like, they don't care about a mentor.
They don't want to learn
They
from
know
nobody.
everything, so they don't care about a mentor. But still, shout out to them, all the youngins. Reno, I like that you talk about Large Professor and you just say Paulie. Like, hey, yeah, my boy Paulie. Oh, who's that? Oh, Large Professor, the fucking legend? Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, around the way, he's Paulie, you know, but again, he's another dude who was older than me, so it wasn't like we were hanging out, but again, there's no walking through that community without bumping into these dudes, and you know, like, he's a hero to our community, obviously to many communities, but you know, we from Flushing, Queens, and you see that man, like, this nigga's making classics, and it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't hitting at the time. It was like, you knew these shits was classics, Faking the Funk, Looking Out the Front Door, you know, they reminisce over you, like,
Live at the Barbecue.
Yeah. Nas coming around to record with him, you know, like, everywhere you look, it was some shit happening. I'm talking about, this is crazy because, like, this is like a 4-block radius, you know what I'm saying? And so all this shit is happening in this little spot because, you know, New York City is fucking huge. There's like 9 million people or something out there, but in these 4 blocks, everything is converging.
And there was a lot of talent accumulated in that small radius of fucking land.
It's got to be something in the water, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, what was going on back then in the early 90s that
it birthed all these awesome creators, man.
Some type of acid rain or something.
Oh, yeah, bro. Shit's crazy.
And Reno, you were like, what, one generation beneath them?
Ooh, so I'm not sure about their age, but I might have even been two generations beneath. Well, I'm not sure about Professor's age, but Flush, I was one generation behind him, and you know, yeah. But again, like, everybody was the proximity was such that there were no generational gaps, even though technically there are.
Right. I'm sure the talent would get you where you needed to be, right? As opposed to the age.
Oh yeah, regardless of your age, if your talent was there.
Right.
Back then, you had to pay the toll, bro. The toll was talent. If you didn't have talent, you wasn't allowed in the room and shit.
Yeah.
Let's get to the previous project, the Phreebase Pharaoh. Now, this one had multiple producers, if I'm not mistaken.
Just me and my brother. Just me and one other producer, Jay Styles. That's my family.
Oh, okay. So it's just y'all two.
Yeah.
All right. And same as with The Living God, recorded in Vermont. You produced it all in-house, recorded everything yourself. Do you do your own, like, mixing and mastering too?
No, I wish, but no, I don't. Actually, Jay Styles does all my mixing and mastering, except for The Living God. Digga did that. But the songs I did with Jay Styles for that album, I actually recorded in Queens at his studio, Stilo Studios, out in Whitestone.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'm sorry, I missed that. He recorded part of the album in Whitestone?
Whitestone, yeah. He was able to record it in Whitestone, Queens, Whitestone.
Okay.
Yeah, this was before the situation happened. So I went there. I mean, this is like in 1 or 2 days we did, because he did 3 songs on that project. So we just knocked those out real quick. Shot to a show at SOBs, and, you know, then a few months later I added the songs I had. So, the album came about over the course of a few months, but really, that there was like space. It wasn't creating all that time. It was just when we finally put it together, a certain amount of time had passed. But all together, the album took about 5 weeks.
Were you intentionally working on a project, or were you just recording songs and then you said, okay, I got a bunch of songs, let me make a project?
Both. It started out as, I hadn't seen my brother Jay in a while, so we were at the studio. He threw on some beats. I wrote right there on the spot. And we came out with that fire. And then, I caught my situation, and I was like, it's funny because I'm speaking. I was on the phone with Mark after I caught my situation. Mark is one of the owners of Front Row Regale, and he was telling me, he was like, "Yo, listen, we fuck with you, bro, but right now, because of your situation, you kind of on the shelf." And in my mind, I'm like, how you gonna shelf a real nigga? So I put the album together, threw that shit out immediately. You know what I'm saying? Then another one, and now we got another one coming.
Right. Well, that goes back to earlier, right?
Yeah.
You step out the circle and you come back with some shit accomplished, and you're like, look, I can fucking accomplish on my own.
Yeah.
Right.
Real quick, why the Phreebase Pharaoh?
Oh man, because number one, and I gotta let my geek side out. First of all, phonetically, the shit just sounds great. Phreebase Pharaoh.
Right.
I had said it in the beginning of a rhyme I was writing in my brother Jamie's basement in upstate up in Rochester, and I was like, nah, fuck this, I ain't using this rhyme. I like that. I'm gonna use that as the title of the album. And it's like I feel like what I have is like work. Like I equate everything to what I know. Well, one of the things I know, and the shit is like crack. This is what we doing. Like right now, these albums I'm throwing out, these shits is testers.
These are the
like,
testers,
these ain't even real gold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like these are just like, here, you can have these because I want to build. See, I'm older. I'm 43, just turned 43.
God bless.
And
Amen.
one thing
Happy
I know.
belated.
Thank you. One thing I know is you got to build a rapport with niggas. Like you're not just coming out the blue unless. I'm fortunate enough to be attached to some dope names, some legends, but you still, niggas got to know your work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in my mind, it's like, yeah, I got to throw out a few testers. So 2023, 2024, I'm going to throw out about 10, 12, 15 albums, and I'm going to let these niggas know, and then I'm charging.
First couple of hits for free, then I'm going to beat you over the head with it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Reno, are you originally from Rochester?
Oh, nah, I'm from Flushing. But listen, man, Rochester welcomed me with open arms, man. There's some niggas in Rochester that think I'm from Rochester. Like, I'm heavy out there. Like you said, you fucking with Ito in Rochester's like fucking with the mayor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The boy got a mural out there, like like he dead or something, but the nigga walk around with a mural.
Nice.
Shout out to Ito, who gave me a big chance. Who I met through my brother Nice the Future. This is all because of Nice the Future,
Right.
Who's from Southside, Jamaica, Queens. But the whole Rochester, Rock City Mark, Ito, Exotic Roots, 5A Fev, Troop, Rob Gates, Nooch, all these niggas just welcome me with open arms.
So. And also, Nice the Future is also who put you down with Prodigy, right?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, my brother been trying to plug me in. Like, for years, I was telling that nigga, like, I'm not really into the music thing like that, because I had my first kid at, like, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm going to go get some money instead of doing this starving artist thing. And, if the opportunity presents itself, I'll get into the music later because there's more than one way to do it, and I try to tell people, especially younger people, like, you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket, dog. Like, you can go live life, get the experience to write about, and then have a fuller project or a fuller set of projects. I learned that from my dude, Mike Ladd. He's an incredible artist. He lives out in France, but, one day I'm in my mentor's studio and he's in town for the weekend, Mike Ladd. And this nigga's like, yeah, I live in a castle and I'm a college professor. I'm like, what the fuck? So it's not all music?
Yeah.
And you know, he said, nah, you know, I went out there, got it, and then got back to the music when I was comfortable. I followed that blueprint to a T.
That's actually, I think you might be the first rapper I've ever heard say that shit.
What, follow the blueprint?
No, like establish yourself.
Yeah.
First.
Well, yeah.
And gain experience and
worldly
life.
knowledge. Yeah.
And then come back to the music.
True indeed. Yeah, because if not, you're just rapping secondhand then. You're just rapping from what other people told you or what you heard or whatever.
Or what you've seen, but you might not have seen shit. You might have only seen your fucking hood.
That's what I mean. You got to go out there and experience the world.
Yeah, man. Shout out to that. So all my young rappers out there, make sure y'all pay attention to that. Gain some experience. Gain some life.
Not only that,
knowledge,
pick up a book and read, fam.
Yeah, and expand your vocabulary, please. Reno, real quick, if the Zoom cuts off, I'm going to call you right back because we cheap and we don't pay for Zoom. I think they give us a 20, 30-minute time limit, and then we got to start the call over. So deal with us struggling artists over here as well. You was talking about Ito a second ago. You got a song with him, the lead single off Phreebase Pharaoh, I believe, right?
It is, yeah.
It's called One Bird Away.
Right.
How did that come to be, and how'd you feel working with Ito? Were y'all together? Did y'all connect for the song?
No, we didn't connect for that song, but before that, about a year and a half ago, we were down there putting mad work in. Me, him, Nice, Rob Gates, excuse me, and man, I don't know how many songs we got. Like, he sent me some shit the other day that I don't even remember recording.
I feel like he doesn't stop working, right?
No.
Oh, no, this is, you know, that nigga's a madman, bro. But that's how it is. You gotta give him 100%. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. So how'd that song come to be, One Bird Away?
I made the beat, and I kept listening to the shit. Like, my wife was getting annoyed. I just kept listening to it. I wasn't writing to it. I was like, damn, I like this shit. This just sounds like, you know, real cinematic. And then finally I wrote a verse to it after about a month of just listening to it. And I was like, yo, you know, Ito's voice is insane. I said, that shit would sound amazing on this, because to me, it sounds like, that's like our Al Pacino, you know, with that fucking voice. And you hear that over the beat, and it's like, shit sounds cinematic, but once I put this nigga on it, it's gonna really be that movie feel.
Right.
He heard it, sent it right back. It was incredible, and that was amazing, because this nigga works so much. It's very hard to get a verse right back from this dude. So that's why I knew I had some fire, because he sent that shit back immediately.
Yeah, that's a testament to that beat you made. You cooked up.
Hell yeah, and his work ethic too.
Absolutely. Reno, what are you producing on? What is your equipment of choice?
I use FL, yeah.
Okay.
Fruity Loops, yeah, that's it. I started out on the MPC 62 and the S950. I could never really get into the SP 1200. Yeah, but eventually, out of convenience, you know, FL, right on your laptop, you're good to go.
True indeed.
Do you find that to be easier than the machines?
No, not at all. The MP, I was just talking to Ito about this the other day. He was telling me I need to fuck with the new MP keyboard, but it's like, you know, it's too computerized. Like, you got to do a lot to get that swing in FL, because, you know.
There goes the call.
Okay.
Shit.
Upgrade now. Look at it.
I ain't paying for shit. Everything for free.
All right, my friend, we are back. F, the camera's good?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, shit.
You good?
Damn, what was we just talking about?
The MP,
the
the
MP keyboard. That's something new, right?
Yeah, that's new.
All right.
Yeah. Ito's fucking with that right now. But yeah, I was just basically saying the FL is a great tool, and ultimately you can do everything you need to on it. But for that real live swing feel, like it's better to hit some pads, play some keys.
Right.
I'm
not a producer, but just watching producers, I would feel like touching.
Yeah.
Like you dancing with the shit while you making.
Nah,
shit.
yeah, it's different. It's a
and
totally
on Fruity
different
Loops,
feel.
you got to be with a mouse. Like dip, dip, dip.
The other day, what's funny? I was in my house and I was making a beat, right? And I was on the computer. And I normally when I do it on this thing, I'm sitting down,
Right.
or I'm on my bed, right?
Right.
I couldn't do it anymore. At one point, I had to get up and I stacked 2 of my sneaker boxes. And I put it up so I could be standing up, just like you said.
Right,
so
right.
when I hear the
Vibing with
beat,
it,
I could vibe with it and this and that. I was like, now it feels like when I was doing beats before, like on the pads and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely.
I don't know. The producer gotta. That's like Swizz, right? For example, Swizz is a perfect example. Actually, he be so into his beats that he make you feel them.
Yeah.
And they don't even be the best, but because he's so into them.
Yeah.
I don't see how you could be that into it on a Fruity Loops. Not to say that magic has not been created on Fruity Loops, because
Absolutely.
motherfuckers really know how to work that shit.
Absolutely.
But I just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough.
You got to dance.
It's more of a visual thing with the Fruity Loops,
right?
Yeah, visual
and more like repetitive, right?
Yeah, it's that, and it's different. Like whereas like you said, when you're working with the pads, you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? You're standing up, you're like, yeah, boom, and then you go back to it, you step. Yeah, it's different. It's way different.
Do you think, Reno, you'll eventually go back to the machines?
Yeah, again, on the phone with Ito the other day, he was like, bro, you gotta try this other shit, man. He's like, I got a spare Renaissance, man. I'll give you that shit. And I was like, hey, if it's free, I'm definitely fucking with it.
If it's free, it's me.
Putting that shit right out. Yeah, but ultimately my goal is to get back to that. Again, the FL, a great program.
Absolutely.
I've done amazing shit on it, but it's time to get more back into the the feel of it, swing of it and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless FL wanna send a little sponsorship over here, a little equipment, my man Reno will take that real quick. So FL Studios, holla. I want to talk. Go ahead, Reno. I'm sorry. I want to talk Oh, all right. I want to talk the next album, but before we get into that, can we talk the Prodigy relationship? What was that like?
Oh man, so that was dope. Again, that's through Nice the Future,
And shout out Nice the Future. He's been putting in work for a good amount of time. We definitely got to get the homie up here for an interview, but shout out to him.
Yeah,
incredible artist, all around good brother. Again, he was just like Fred was always, you need to come fuck with the music, instead of what I was doing, because what I was doing wasn't always, it wasn't always working. We'll say that.
Were you hard-headed though?
Absolutely, I still am. Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Fuck that studio. I gotta go over here.
I gotta get some money.
What's it called? My brother Fred ones, Nice the Future, Ito, man. Every one of these niggas will tell you, Digger too, man. It's not always easy dealing with me.
Right.
It's not that I'm trying to be an asshole. It's just like listen, man. My first answer is no. Fuck no, all the time.
Hey. That's good though. A lot of people have a hard time telling people no. Yeah. You, on the other hand, hell no.
And at least you're honest, bro.
Nah, that's good.
Yeah, nah, man. Fuck all that shit, man. You got to be honest with niggas, man, and figure it out for yourself, because it's easy to go along with shit, but it's better when you understand what's happening and you got reasoning behind your decisions. Like, I'm not following nobody for any reason, unless this person is proven to be somebody who's knowledgeable and worthy of your attention, then I'm with it.
Right.
But yeah, very hard-headed. Matter of fact, So I mentioned this story before, but Nice told me that the way I met Prodigy was Prodigy had just came home from prison, and he had a book out, and he was doing a book signing one day.
Great book,
and,
by the
Nice
way.
was telling me, oh yeah.
Great book.
Nice was telling me for a minute, yo, come around, P's back, and I'm shrugging it off like whatever. One day, a nigga Nice called me. I'm in the bushes waiting for a nigga to hop out on a nigga, like literally in the bushes. And this nigga keep calling. So, I wasn't really into answering my phone at that particular time. But, so I saw my brother call for like the 5th time, and, so it must be something important. I pick up. I'm like, yo, what's up? This nigga's like, yo, man, I want you to come to a book signing. I'm like, what the fuck? You calling me for a book signing, bro? I'm about to book a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to do a jokes.
And the nigga's like, he like, nah, man, fuck that shit. Leave that shit alone, man. Come right now. So, I don't know. Normally, like I said, my first answer is fuck no, but, he had like an urgency in his voice. And also, I'm not going to lie, like, P was one of my heroes. He is still, excuse me. So the opportunity to meet P was like, all right, you can rob a nigga anytime, but this is the God P. So I went out there, and it was on from that moment. Nice had such respect everywhere. As soon as I popped up, P was like, again, welcome me with open arms. Like, yo, you rolling with us. And I don't mean like he didn't try to. He could have did one of the rapper things, one of the celebrity things, like, all right, cool, you with the squad, you roll with the honor rods. But I think it was the very next day, me, him, Nice, and Cliff Notes, God bless him, he passed away not too long ago. We up at NBC, like just the next day. Like I was in the bushes Monday, Tuesday I'm in the NBC building, giving Black Thought a dap. Then like 3 days after that, we doing the Welcome Home Prodigy show at Best Buy Theater. I'm in the dressing room, Little Kim's over here. Again, Black Thoughts over there, Capadonna, the Wu-Tang, and I was just like, wow, these niggas are serious. Alchemist was in the building, and just like that, P was like, nah, Nice say you family, so you fucking with us, inner circle shit. And I roll with the niggas ever since, man. Like, P was an ill dude, man. Ill dude.
That's beautiful, man. Rest
That's
in
dope.
peace, Prodigy.
Yeah, for sure.
And shout out to Homeboy that got spared. He owed Prodigy some love and shit because you ain't get to book him out the bush. He got to live another day, so he needed to send a prayer up to Prodigy.
Facts.
You know what? It could be the other way around too. Nigga might have blew my head off or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
hey, I might escape one. You never know.
I feel like you sent a couple prayers up to Prodigy already, so you even.
Oh,
You know what
absolutely.
you know what that was, Reno? That was divine intervention right there.
Facts.
Yep.
That was
Facts.
divine intervention, dude. There's no way. I can't think of any other way to explain that. Because dude literally tried you 5 times, and you was like, nah, I'm not fucking with this dude. And then you picked it up, man. That's divine intervention, dude.
Yeah, and you made the left. At some point, everybody gets to that fucking fork, and you're either going to make the left or you're going to make the right, and the right's going to fuck you up. So you made the left, man. Shout out to that. Shout out to Nice the Future for always remembering you and for bringing you into that circle, bro.
For real.
And to Prodigy, again, for accepting you as family,
Yeah, man.
Let's get into the new album. I love the name. The Coliseum is dropping December 19th. That date is set in stone.
Oh hell yeah. The Coliseum got like a double meaning. The Coliseum from ancient times back in
the Romans,
Rome, somewhere out in Europe. It was blood sport in there. Everybody's seen the shit with are you not entertained? Gladiator and whatnot.
Yep. Absolutely.
But it's also a mall in Queens, the Queens Coliseum Mall.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
So, that's like from my childhood. That's a very important place. I mean, that's in Jamaica, but I mean, you could walk there from my neighborhood. It'd be about half an hour walk, but that was the biggest mall we had that was close to us. A lot of things went down over there. A lot of people got yapped in that mall, right outside the mall. I got brothers who still run stores inside that mall, so it was very, very important to my upbringing.
Dope, dope. I like the double entendre on the album title. Who handled production on this upcoming album?
I did all the production for this album.
Nice.
Okay.
Any features?
Yeah. Well, first, my brothers Bayer and Nice the Future are gonna be on every project I do because that's like a lot of my motivation.
Right.
So I'm not doing nothing without them niggas on the project unless they say, "Hey, listen, man, you're bothering me. There's too many albums."
It's enough already.
Yeah. So they were on my first two albums, Phreebase Pharaoh and The Living God. Also, might have a feature from Jay Black. I hope that comes through. That's my brother.
Dope.
Oh, shout out to the bro Jay Black.
Another friend of the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, First Flight album on the way soon too.
Yeah, we waiting on it. Damn, he hit us with that single.
Yeah,
Shit
exactly,
was
yeah.
fire.
Hell yeah.
And then just left us. Jay, what's good? We waiting for you, bro.
Hell yeah.
Jay Black does what he wants when he wants.
Pretty much. Shout out to that, man. The best way to live the life.
Hell yeah.
So you mentioned Nice the Future, and you mentioned the bro. What was his name? I'm sorry, Banks.
Who?
You mentioned Nice the Future being on the album, and someone else.
Oh, Bayer. Yeah, OBH Bayer. He's down with Lee Morse and them ARL crew and them niggas. Bayer, that's my bro. We never met in person, but since I stepped in this game and started releasing shit, and this is what's dope about him. Most of these rappers front, like, I can't tell you how many times I speak to a nigga finally and they be like, "Yo, I listen to your shit. Like, your shit is dope, but you don't follow me. You don't like nothing."
No,
niggas
no.
haters, dude.
Yeah, they can't.
You know what I mean?
They can't do that. Like,
Yeah.
they could tell you in a one-on-one conversation, but they're not gonna go above and beyond to show you love. They all fucking selfish, bruh. I mean, let's say 90%, right? Because you got a homie like Etho, you got a homie like Prodigy.
Yeah.
People that are kind of beyond and above that celebrity bullshit
Facts.
that these people be on. But most of that industry, bro, they
looking
fake. Yeah, they fake.
Not only that, they're looking at you as competition.
Exactly. If they put the light on you, that's less light on them.
Facts.
And God forbid.
Yeah, real hater shit, man. Shit is crazy out here. You said 90%. I'm thinking 99.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, but Bayer, from jump, he reached out. He was like, "Yo, I think this shit is dope. Let's do something together." And I was like, "Hell yeah," because I had already been listening to his stuff too.
Right.
And matter of fact, he did the album. He did 2 albums with Digga, and he told Digga, "Yo, you need to fuck with this dude." You know what I'm saying? Which is above and beyond because a lot of niggas ain't gonna go that far. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he shows love, and he's the best MC out of Delaware. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care where you go. It's hard to say that you the best in your state. That's crazy. But shout out to Delaware. A lot of talented MCs out there. It's just y'all not fucking with my brother. You know what I mean?
No,
Shout out to that. So let's see. When you're done with your current situation, right? When you're off the house stuff and you're free to move and shake, you got to go to Paris. Check out Digga. You got to go to Delaware to hang out with the homie OBH. You got to come back to Rochester, hang out with Etho. You got to come over here, get on the show live in person.
Facts.
So you're gonna be on the road a lot, man.
Yeah.
We look forward to that day though, bro.
World tour.
Word. Talk to me about.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Again, just agreeing with you.
Yes. Talk to me about the murder team. You, Nice the Future, and the homie Rob Gates. Is that his name?
Yeah. So Rob Gates is this nigga's a rock star, bro. Like, I never met a nigga like this nigga. Like, I'm talented. This nigga's a different kind of talented. Like, he don't sound nothing like DMX, but he has that type of star quality to him,
No.
And aside from all that, though, fuck the music. He's a really good brother, big heart, and he really don't play that. It's like in his town, he's from Rochester, and any other place he went, that nigga gets it in for real. Niggas don't play with him. Shout out to Rob Gates and his whole crew, the Cloth. There's too many of them niggas for me to name. There's like a million of them niggas. But yeah, he again, this is all because of Nice the Future. He brought me to Ito's. Rob Gates was in there. We just started doing songs together, me, Nice, and Rob. Ito did all the beats, and shit was just coming together. This was all in like the course of a few days. I think we got like 6 joints. We got one with TF on them, some from the West Coast. He's nice. Yeah, I might have another feature, but I can't remember. But yeah, that shit came together like water.
And is there a plan to drop a project?
Yeah, but I'm not as privy to that plan as I am my albums because I handle all my,
right.
Again, me being a knucklehead, I do what I want. I pretty much just call these niggas, hey, I'm dropping an album. And they like, again? And,
again and again.
Yeah. Shit is crazy.
Man.
But yeah, the Ito's handling that. I think it's almost done. I don't know when it's gonna drop, but as soon as I get the word, I'm gonna start promoting it heavy.
And what you said, 6 songs, like a little EP or something, or you got more?
Yeah, it's just an EP.
Nice little EP.
It's an EP. You know what? Actually, let me not say that because again, Ito played some shit for me the other day that I don't even remember recording. So I know about 6 songs.
So it might be 12.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh man. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to Nice the Future. Shout out to Rob Gates, the Murder Team EP, dropping hopefully this year, possibly next year. Now, the Coliseum is done, all recorded, artwork. I don't know if you're going to shoot videos. Everything ready to go?
Everything. Well, I'm still waiting on that Jay Black verse. Jay Black, what up, Jay Black?
Jay Black, send the verse.
You know what I mean? But yeah, other than that, it's all done. Well, no, it still needs to be mixed and mastered. That my brother Jay Styles is gonna do that. Jay Styles is an incredible artist. He's the guy who produced 3 songs on Phreebase Pharaoh.
Right.
Right now he's on tour with Kool Keith, the Black Elvis 2 tour.
Wow,
They're
shout out
on,
to that.
Yeah, I think he's in the West Coast or something, but he'll be back in a few weeks. He's gonna mix and master the album. He's a jack of all trades, singer, rapper, engineer, producer. He's incredible.
Wow.
Shout out to that. Shout out to him, and shout out to the legendary Kool Keith, still on the road.
Real, man,
I read a
still doing
statistic that 90s rappers are on tour making hella money, and current rappers are canceling shows because they can't sell no tickets. So shout out to all them legends out there still touring, still putting in work. Shout out to all them fans out there still supporting their legends, going out, partying, having fun, concerts, shows, projects. Shout out to Nas. Dropping the double album I Am vinyl.
Yeah.
It's not what it's supposed to be, but at least they're doing something, so shout out to that.
Yeah, man.
Brother Reno, when before we started recording the show, we were talking off air, and I told you that your tone reminds me of Raekwon. And I've actually been listening to a lot of Raekwon lately because I read his book recently, From Staircase to Stage. Everybody make sure y'all go check that out. So after reading the book, I went and listened to his album, Purple Tape. I listened to a Mobilarity for the first time ever. I had never heard it.
What?
Yeah. I just missed. You know what? It came out. It had such shitty reviews that I just ignored it.
Damn, but at least give it a listen. Though.
Oh, back then we was buying CDs. You can't buy everything, and you're not gonna buy something that got whack reviews.
Shit, I bought it.
Broke.
Fucking bought it.
But your not. I don't want to say your voice, but maybe it's the flow, maybe it's the delivery. But I was getting like real Raekwon vibes and stuff. Not saying that you sound exactly like him, but you were reminding me of him, and I thought that was pretty dope. So do you consider him maybe like an influence? And if so, who else would you consider an influence on your rap style?
So yes, well, no, yeah, Raekwon is definitely an influence. I mean, the Purple Tape is I'm from Queens, and I'm gonna say that the Purple Tape might have been more important to me than Illmatic because it's that, to me, that's the peak of Wu-Tang shit. Like,
right.
And we're talking about, these are a lot of accomplished brothers, but that tape is perfection from end to end.
Mm-hmm.
And of course it had Nas on it, which was incredible. Niggas is dissing Biggie on the joint, like it's from that shit is iconic to me. As far as me sounding like Ray, I never thought that, but when I dropped Phreebase Pharaoh, niggas was in the comments like, "Yo, this nigga's voice sounds like Raekwon," and then I couldn't unhear the shit after that. I was like, "Oh shit, I do!" Like I couldn't unhear it because before, a lot of artists go through this. I didn't really like the sound of my voice. I just knew I had bars. But when niggas say, "Yo, his voice sounds like Raekwon," I was like, "Oh, okay, I do got a dope voice." But yeah, so he's definitely a major influence. That Purple Tape is fucking crazy, dog. Like, and so being my age and seeing hip hop rise, all of these classic albums hold a nostalgia to them. They bring me back to a time. They trigger memories.
Yes.
So at that time, it was getting loose. You know what I'm saying? Another one, Redman. And these are dope marketing schemes again that are taken from the drug game. Basically, Redman had the red album, the red tape.
Yep, the red tape. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you color coding your shit now. It's like you're throwing a stamp on it. That was incredible to me. I still think Redman's incredible to this day. I think he doesn't get the props he deserves because. He was producing his own shit too and going crazy.
Right, right.
Absolutely.
Well, he's from Jersey,
the first
so
Cypress Hill album. Yo.
Yeah. Him being from Jersey, I
held
him back. Cypress Hill, absolutely.
Yeah. Cypress Hill's had mugs though.
Yeah. But they had Be Real too. Be Real was nasty.
Yeah. I'm saying for their sound though.
Yeah, the whole first album. First of all. These niggas was sounding like they was from the East Coast with that, but then Muggs is from Queens.
Mm-hmm.
But that first album, I think, is slept on too, because How I Could Just Kill a Man,
Pigs,
all that shit, man. Even that first single, I forgot the name of it, but shit was crazy.
Hand on the Pump.
Hand on the Pump.
Hand on the Pump. Yeah.
Nah, that wasn't the first single.
Oh, even before that, was it
I think it was like Funky Feel one or some shit.
Might have been the Funky Feel one. Yeah. Okay, that was on that album. Yeah.
But I mean, the whole tape was. Even when you turn on that album and Pigs come on, that beat.
I love that song.
Crazy.
Love that song.
So that shit, you niggas got me started down the hip hop rabbit hole. But all of these things, and of course Nas, Illmatic was a game changer. Like Nas is like Jesus in the rap game. Like niggas was rapping one way before Nas, and then they was rapping a different way after Nas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like AD and BC type shit. But all of these things influence me. But even the shit today, like I listen to these drill niggas, like these niggas is dope. I mean, I'm not with the, we don't got to detail the crimes, names and places, dates. But I'm with all that ignorant shit. Matter of fact, after the Coliseum, my next album is called Ignorance is Bliss. That'll be out February. But I love the ignorance, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. The violence and all that, because niggas is angry, bro. Niggas is not growing up right, and trying to get their stories out and their frustrations. And everybody gets on this younger generation, but it's like, bro. When I was a kid, I didn't know how to express myself properly. You know what I'm saying? I lashed out. I had problems and didn't know how to deal with them. That's what growing up is. And we're watching these niggas grow up, but they're in an arena for grown men, so we're judging them as grown men.
Right.
But they don't have that experience. So I love what these niggas bring to the table.
I'm going to take a page from your book, though, and I'm going to go ahead and say this. A lot of these rappers today, though, they pussy. They talk a lot of shit they don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, from the beginning of rap.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's from day one.
Yeah, niggas are super soft. Like I get it all the time. Like how many niggas I deal with, these rappers. They kill 100 niggas in their verse. And then I talk to them in real life. I'm like, yo, what's up, dog? Yo, like, yo, I want to do a joint together, send that verse out. And they're like, yeah. But, in their mind and in their heart, they're like, I'm not fucking with this nigga. They might have heard something or something. 99% of these niggas is butt cheeks, so that's a fact.
Big facts, 100%. Yep.
Still, shout out to them because
they're still doing their thing.
They're
Can't
the
hate on
next generation.
Absolutely. We just gotta. I don't know. They gotta get their shit together, man.
Well, they need fucking mentors.
They need
That's
guidance.
the problem. Yeah.
No, you know what? They need to accept guidance because there's people out there willing to guide them, but they don't accept it. They don't. They know everything. You know. What
And
I'm saying?
that's part of growing up. We knew everything at one point.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure, like you said, you have a mentor, correct? You were
Yeah,
willing
but
to
I found my mentor at 30 years old and shit.
But you were willing to take instruction from somebody, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these cats ain't, brother. Like, they know everything, and it's their way or the highway, fam.
Yeah. They'll learn.
Well, you know that stems from the times too, because our generation, like, we didn't have the access to information that these niggas had. So now these niggas go on WebMD and think they doctors and shit.
Yeah, they think they dying from a headache. Oh, I'm dying.
I got coronavirus.
Yeah, all kinds of weird shit.
Hell
But
yeah.
you know,
That's why earlier, Reno, when you said the Coliseum was a 30-minute walk, I was like, we didn't have shit else to do back then any fucking way. 30 minutes was right there.
Hell yeah.
nah, yeah.
It's not like we had so many options.
Big facts.
Oh, man. Shout out to that, though. Shout out to growing up, man.
Yeah, man.
We got the influences. Shout out to that. We talked the new projects, all that good stuff. A lot of work on the way, Reno, man. You're doing a lot of work, bro. So we look forward to seeing the continued work.
Yeah, man.
I don't have any more questions.
No, I think I'm pretty good over
Do
here.
you have any questions?
No, I just got 10 shots.
Oh, wait, I do have a question, actually. A question I found on Twitter that I wanted to ask both you guys because it's been causing a lot of commotion on Twitter.
Okay, here we go.
Is Ready to Die a better album than it was written? Take a second and think about it because it's not an immediate answer because It Was Written's a fucking good album, bro.
Yeah.
And Ready to Die is Ready to Die.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they put those two because I would have thought Ready to Die versus Illmatic.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Nah, there's no
Whatever.
comparison, though. Like, Ready to Die and Illmatic is totally different. Ready to Die and It Was Written, though, there's more, how could I put it?
Similarities.
Right.
Tonal and
everything,
thematic.
everything, yeah.
So,
I didn't like the Ready to Die album like that, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, he has some joints in there that are absolutely fire. Like, I don't want to live no more. You know,
I love that song. Everyday Struggle. That's my shit.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. But I wasn't into it like that. You know, like, it was a lot of. That's just when that bad boy glitz and glamour shit really started to hit.
mm-hmm.
And it was like, that's cool, but I'm not fucking with Big Papa. I'm not fucking with you know, a lot of that glitzy shit.
Like
he
the
had
commercial
Diana
stuff.
King on it. Yeah, it was like,
Right.
I wasn't ready. It was ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? But later on, I would learn that these niggas were geniuses.
Right.
You know, and It Was Written. So you said Ready to Die versus It Was Written? That is a weird matchup.
It's a weird matchup, right?
Yeah,
I thought the same thing, but
Yeah.
they've been arguing, honestly, I want to say like 5 days nonstop. And it's right
On the
around
timeline?
50-50. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
right
I
around
haven't seen
50-50.
Then again, I haven't been on the timeline.
It's preference, you know?
Yeah.
But it's two great albums, so there's no wrong answer in my opinion.
There's no
new
room.
generation bullshit. The niggas don't know them albums is from two different times. You can't compare it. Like, they just looking back in history.
Yeah. But there's a lot of old people. That's why I like Twitter, because there's a lot of older hip hop heads on there that come with good information and shit.
And it's crazy that you said that because you said that it's from two different time periods because Ready to Die was 93 and It Was Written was 96. And in that 3-year period, bro, a lot changed, fam. Like, mad shit changed.
Right. But some people are saying that It Was Written because of Ready to Die.
Oh, basically that's what forced Nas to go in that direction instead of staying in the Illmatic direction. Basically.
That's what they're theorizing.
That's
right?
what they're
'Cause
implicating.
Nobody
right
knows.
there,
Yeah. But that's one theory.
It's easy to say that, but I see more of LL Cool J influence in that album and It Was Written because back when niggas was on some, you know, I'm black and I'm proud, you know, black
Conscious
root
rap.
to the pedal shit with the dope. You know, LL Cool J was very braggadocious, you know, just talking that materialistic shit, and he got a lot of flack for that.
He did.
he changed the game. Like Biggie didn't come out and niggas was riding Biggie's wave. Like that's all LL Cool J.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, LL Cool J had that. He was that. But again, that goes back to that time where you had to have different shit. You couldn't sound like everybody else. So LL Cool J took a totally different approach.
Was LL Cool J like you know how we got Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, and then we got the next generation Cole, Kendrick, Drake.
Yeah.
Was LL Cool J the previous generation? Was it BDK, Rakim,
and LL
or KRS in there? Who was the third of the
big three?
The big three. It got to be Big Daddy Kane and Rakim. Got to be in there, I think, because you got to keep
Big Daddy Kane was an amazing lyric. See, LL was different, man. Like it wasn't. You understand, this nigga was dropping his first off, he was 16 when he started. And the shit he was talking about at the time, Champagne, I'm going back to Cali, like the nigga pioneered different flows and sounds. You know, even up until Mama Said Knock You Out, when that album came out, the niggas dropped like 8 singles off of that album. That shit is crazy.
And the Mr. Smith album too. He had like 6 singles and shit.
Yeah, he was talking that fly shit before everybody. So the Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, like, that's all because of LL. You know what I'm saying? Because if LL didn't come along, we might still be wearing the African leather patches.
But Kane too, though. Reno, Kane was fucking on his flyers of Brooklyn shit.
He was, but he was still an Asiatic black man.
He did say
like,
a lot. Yeah, he did.
He had the big. He had the medallion. It wasn't leather, but it was a gold Africa piece. I remember that like yesterday. He did. He had the Nefertiti piece.
That's
LL
fair.
was hanging out with these uptown niggas, you know, really, you know, Harlem's flashy, dog. Like, they've been that way.
Yeah, he used to have
LL was influenced by them niggas.
Yeah, he used to have the Mercedes piece.
Go ahead. Real quick, shout out to LL Cool J. I seen a video 2 days ago. LL Cool J walks into an airport.
Okay.
He got his one leg on his sweat still up. He walks in like LL. He looks around like, yo, I don't know. It was just the funniest video. He just walks into the airport, dolly, by himself, one leg up, looks around, and then I guess he saw like his mom or his aunt, and then he went and fucked with her. I don't know. I just found it to be funny. So shout out to LL for always being LL.
Yeah, 100.
So to go back, it was written or Ready to Die?
I'm gonna go with It Was Written.
Fair.
Yeah.
You?
I think I'm gonna go with It Was Written as well.
Crazy on that
Okay.
album.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I think I'm gonna go with that.
So like I said on Twitter, it's about 50-50, and you know people have these theories, and someone says Ready to Die is Martin Scorsese film on wax. Actually, Reno, real quick, they said that another theory was the Purple Tape influenced It Was Written.
The Purple Tape influenced what?
It Was Written.
Came out the year before,
and he was on it.
He was on it.
I don't know about that because the Purple Tape was real grimy, like. You know,
but what about the mafioso stuff and the aliases?
True.
Well, I mean, yeah, I could see them all feeding off each other, but to me they were two different animals. That's why I was so amazed that when Nas was on Verbal Intercourse, because I was like, wow, this is like two worlds collided.
Yeah. And
it was different. See, again, you go back then, everybody was unique. Even if they did rap about the same shit, like, you know, you heard Nas, you knew it was Nas. You heard Ray, you knew it was Ray.
See, so, but that's like what you just said, though. They were rapping about the same shit. They were rapping about jailhouse shit, but they were all putting it in, how could I put it, in their own flavor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, oh, man, I'm glad you said that. You had to be unique. You had to have your own thing. You could not sound like the next man. And none of them on that track sounded the same.
And they pushed each other.
Yeah.
They were all so competitive. You got to remember that time. There wasn't a King of New York, per se. Right? Big got crowned King of New York when Big came out because Big fucking whatever. But right before Big, there wasn't a true leader. The West Coast had shit on Smash. Whatever. So when Nas came, Big came, Prodigy, Raekwon, Jay-Z,
Ghost, all these dudes.
Ghost. Like, they was just all like a big ass Royal Rumble for the fucking crown, and they would grab it. Ray had the crown at one point.
Prodigy had the crown.
Prodigy had the crown, and then this motherfucker snatched it. Nas snatched it, and Big dropped the second album and took it back. Like, yo, that's what I miss. That
the competitive nature of it.
Right. There was camaraderie in it,
but it was still competitive.
But it was competitive.
We cool, but I'm still gonna murder you on this track.
But I'm coming for the crown, baby.
Yeah, 100.
So shout out to that. Shout out to Twitter. Shout out to Queens, Flushing. Shout out to the bros. Damn, who the fuck was from Queens? Oh, they're J Black, Etho, what's my man? Jay Rios for connecting us.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the new crack era.
Yeah.
Front row Regal. The murder team. Shout out to the homie Nice the Future. We need you up here. Jay Black, we need that verse, baby.
Yeah, man.
And
Jay Black, come on now.
Yeah, send that over. Reno, you got any shout outs before we let you go, my brother?
Yeah, so shout out to the whole Front Row Regal, New Crack City. Jay Rios, though, like you mentioned, first and foremost, because he's going hard out here connecting brothers like you and I.
Yes, sir. And a good brother, a good-hearted brother.
Yeah.
Super good brother. Nice the Future for being a nexus to everything. Edo, for letting me run with his name, because I've been running wild out here. So thanks. Good looking, Edo.
Word up.
Jay Styles, Fred Ones,
Yep.
and that's And Kayla, Chelsea, and Brianna. Those are my daughters. Shout out to them. And my wife, Shante.
Amen. Girl Dad, unite. Shout out to that. And shout out to Digger out in Paris.
Shout out to Digger.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he's going to say something about this. Too.
Nah, we got you.
Nah. Shout out to him, man. Dope producer.
Once again, everybody make sure you follow at Reno_RX. Go download the Phreebase Pharaoh. Go download The Living God. Be on the lookout for the Coliseum, December 19th. Be on the lookout for Ignorance is Bliss, February 2024. Be on the lookout for the Murder Team EP. How about producing for other artists, Reno?
Yeah, I got some joints out there. I got some joints with Nice the Future, Bayer. As a matter of fact, yeah, man, fuck niggas, man. Really, I fuck with the team. Niggas got some bread, we could talk, but really, like, I ain't into that production shit like that.
Just for the bros.
Yeah, fuck niggas. Fuck
That's
niggas.
it. Fuck niggas. And fuck no. Immediate answer.
No.
Fuck no.
And all you pussy rappers out there, remember that if you test this man, he comes with a headstone.
Yes.
Facts.
One last shout out. Shout out to Northwest. She dressed up as the graduation bear for Halloween.
Oh,
and
nice.
it's like her 4th year doing something Kanye related for Halloween.
Yeah.
So again, girl dads unite.
That's right.
Shout out to the daughters out there. Reno RX, thank you again. My co-host VSOP.
Yeah. You know
Brother F, Straight Fuego Studios, as always, chin up, chest out, carry yourself with honor, carry yourself with pride, and we out of here.
Peace.